How are we doing today, Twin Flames? I'm here today to cover some of the energies to be expected from the Lionsgate portal that opened just yesterday on the 8th and will be closing within the next 2 weeks around the 21st. As some of you may already know, the Lionsgate portal is a time for major transitioning, a time to reflect and build strength before entering the new phase, for receiving major downloads, for some from the highly activating star system Sirius, and for Leos on the forefront of the Ascension journey to paradise to reach some form of a huge culmination point from their many endeavors. Because I'm a Leo, I usually get these downloads very strongly on the same day of, which interestingly tends to provide upgrades within stem cell activity in the brain, kind of like brainiac upgrades, in order to heighten your awareness, make you much more attentive, and alert enough to shut down last bits of karma you need to shut down to conclude the dying cycle you've been in. I actually was inspired to put together a 7-day course for Starseeds on the same day of, without even realizing that it was in direct alignment with the portal, which I'm extremely excited to share with you all right at the end of the video. Receiving upgrades in your skills in math, or even taking a stronger interest in math, numbers, or wanting to get better at mathematics may also be had for some of you as well, as this occurred for me surprisingly only once, I believe, back in 2017. You may also receive a huge power boost activation and third eye activation to attain a greater sense of clarity, foresight, and upgrades allowing you to speak much more fluently and intelligently, which can actually help to get your point across if you need to during this time frame. So, to get into the reading, with the Major Arcana card, the Justice card, I am immediately feeling the energies, that's a wrap, we're all even, along with the sensations of a huge, oh so satisfying smile, wanting to brush across my face, just like the young woman you see doing right in the illustration. This huge evening out effect, along with the sensations of our internal and external universe now being fully aligned and balanced, is most definitely stemming from all of the hard work we've been putting in since the heavily intense Solstice Gateway portal from the June 21st, in regards to its major push to force us to close down chapters within our old lives, of karma binding us to the Age of Pisces timeline that's been gradually collapsing for quite some time now, especially since last March, which was actually major prep work for the Judgment Day, May Day, Revelations period that we're soon entering. This is because we are now at the point where the entire beast system and its distorted matrix grid is due to completely shut down altogether, which is why in prior videos I mentioned that the entire world will be undergoing this major Big 180 flip along with us for the first time ever, and this is because we are now entering the new Earth Age of Aquarius paradise, when we were originally supposed to begin shifting into it back in 2012, before the beast and its top 1% helpers blocked it with dark magic from ancient Egypt. So this should bring you up to speed if your consciousness was scattered anywhere, with where we are in time and space, as well as how current the situation we're all in truly is. It feels like the young woman is telling us to just smile, to let go, and to drop all of our burdens that are going to be pulled out of us anyway with help from the Lionsgate portal, as the old life of strife, sporadic karmic burdens, and being separated from true life and ourselves in any way is soon to be over, never to return again. It actually feels like all of the girl's judgments towards the perpetrators who kept her blocked from her sacred union, which represents our judgments as well, is being slowly lifted up from the bottom of the card, representing the depths of the earth, and being sent right their way in order to make the scales of balance that much more even and fair for us. Which is actually so fitting as it looks and feels like the version of the young woman at the bottom of the image has been holding a severe grudge, just like in the films The Grudge, for a long enough time. Healing in the heart chakra will also be had for anyone still recovering from heartbreak wounds during your war for infinite freedom and your eternal sacred unions, and I do feel the sensations of light to mild crying coming with this. So just as always, cry as much as you need to in order to release the past energies, and you may just get a reward or promotion in your feminine sector if you open up enough to do this without judging yourself whatsoever, and allow yourself to just feel in the rawest way. The brand new timelines and higher realities that are available will also open up for you gradually with the releasing of the final ties you have to the past as well, which will afford you the hugest breath of fresh air, brand new living spaces I'm feeling for lots of you, extraordinary inner and outer expansion, as well as the opportunity to be on the same exact page as your twin flame for likely the first time in ages. This is because specific twin flames in the collective I usually do these readings for are graduate souls, spirits calling them, old souls, as well as ascended masters, some in training even, which means that you would have most definitely done all the work you've needed to do in order to be smushed right together with your other half, right where you two victors have belonged from the get-go. With the Major Arcana card, the Star, I'm feeling the message to simply let God take everyone up to the sky for Judgment Day, which is coming with the hugest sensation of surrender filtering with the young woman kneeling on the ground, as well as a pretty big death and rebirth taking place within her before she breaks into the other side. And this is so grand of a death and rebirth because, as I said earlier, the entire planet will be undergoing this transition with us in order to officially close down the Age of Pisces timeline once and for all. So this is a bit of a "I'm taking you with me" situation that we twin flames have here for the first time ever, as we are usually the only ones going through intense portals, shifts, and transitions such as these. Maybe this can make you aware that much more, just where we are, just how huge of a deal this is, as well as how important it is that this major flip into eternal salvation happens for us all. There is nothing to worry about anymore. It's now coming through strongly, which is honestly making the young woman even more sad because it is absolutely undeniable, unignorable, and inescapable what's taking place here this time. Which means that we are actually ascending, guys. In the old life of suffering, wondering when things are going to end, who your twin is currently with, if you'll ever truly be together, when you'll ever be done purging or etherically traveling is all officially over. For it was truly all but a test, and we cannot take it with us on the other side. It interestingly feels like the young woman is being pushed down into a much smaller size by the hand of God Himself, all the way into the ground until she is very small, in order to turn her into a baby once again, which is also happening due to the tears she's expelling as well, as they feel extremely healing, crystalline, and the theme of the Lionsgate portal is definitely helping her, representing us, return back into a state of innocence once again as well. Which means that, just as always, magic is involved with this transformation process, is what I'll also call it, that we'll be going through, and this is because only magic could possibly help us attain such miraculous transformations like the ones we tend to undergo. This will do its part to get us prepared for the second childhood within the New Earth Paradise, as well as prepare us for the age reversals that many are to also undergo, yes, even those considered to be senior citizens currently. And of course, this is regardless of if you are a twin flame or not, for all who are light enough and have done what they needed to be open to receive these brand new upgrades, will surely have it. The energies of forgiveness is coming through as well, and it feels like this forgiveness is able to overcome us now because of the huge letting go process, Spirit stress warningly, being forced upon us all and allowing us to do this quite effortlessly actually, in order to thoroughly heal from the past with no ties binding us to it any longer. Once this purging period is over, I promise you will feel so much better and brighter on tremendous levels. With another major arcana card, the Hermit, I'm feeling the energies of minding your own business, finding or coming into a place of solitude, and even the energies of meditation as well, which you should most definitely do if you feel guided. The sensation of so much internal peace, fulfillment, satisfaction, contentment, and gratitude begin to come over me soon afterwards. And this is all most definitely due to the fact that this sector of our Twin Flame Collective has completely done what they've needed to do to part ways with the ones they know for sure have been working with the devil to keep them from attaining their own sacred union, eternal happiness, abundance, and keeping them bound to the old paradigm that's dying out anyway, and that they'll soon have to depart from just the same. This should give you even more clarity around the fact that this is a matrix game of escape, as it is no coincidence whatsoever that the entire Age of Pisces timeline and all its many programs immediately shuts down upon our successful ascent back into the arms of our one true loves. The energies of letting bygones be bygones came through along with this energy of pure satisfaction overcoming her, as the past is truly the past for us all now. Aside from this, any last minute clapbacks, as in barks of revenge, that you need to throw at someone who you used to be beneath, will be had around this time and very much led by spirit, so that you'll acquire all the wholeness and closure from the past that you require to be prepped for your most fulfilling future. The stairs just at the bottom of the young woman is reminding us that we are now in the energy of going somewhere permanently, rather than going nowhere, halting in place, or going in circles. So let this bring you even more assurance and wholeness, which I actually just felt seep into the depths of my solar plexus right after saying that the pain, suffering, and constant state of inner and outer separation is over for us specifically for good. For we are the warriors who braved the good fight, stuck through to the end, upheld our agreements, showed who's real, and shut the damn thing down. And that is something else to be proud of, and should be enough to knock several years off of your age in and of itself. Before I leave you all, I wanted to quickly share with you all a very exciting opportunity I've decided to offer you all, as well as even include in my magical psychic surgery shop as a 7-day course. As some of you already know, my specific Twin Flame Hero's journey led me down a very specific route where I ended up discovering towards the very end that the Fairy Kingdom is certainly real, has been here all along in another realm that we cannot see with our naked eyes, and that I actually have birthrights to real magic for having ties to those origins, as well as for courageously staying true to my pure Starseed self the entire time, balancing and maneuvering through the false light Hunger Games arena, you could call it, to battle for survival and enlightenment. So, because our consciousness is now officially exiting the very dense, limiting 3D realm of existence, this has made it so that my magic skills have been able to sort of charge with more power. I knew that I was being put to the test when my intuition guided me to close my eyes and begin trying to form, or to even draw, pictures in my mind's eye myself, just for entertainment purposes only, guys, in order to play. I was nervous before doing this, but brushed it off quickly due to all the transitions and upgrades I'd received prior, making me know that this was for nothing. I then began attempting to put on a fireworks show in my mind's eye to see if this were possible, which I could feel that it was, and began imagining the fireworks going off over and over in my head in order to sort of encourage it to happen with intentions and spark it off. After doing this for about 2 good minutes, I soon began to see lines of static and electricity form within my mind's eye, which soon transformed gradually, with loss of concentration, into a small gaseous ball orbiting around, sort of waiting to be put to more use. My spirit team then told me the words, "You have to work for it," which made me light up with so much joy and even came with a sense of magical adrenaline due to how new this experience was for me, as well as because I had actually reaped results from following my instincts. I soon felt the undeniable feeling that I had just unlocked and achieved something and been promoted within just 2 minutes, which my spirit team confirmed by informing me that my third eye had received an upgrade due to my willingness to extend it, bend it, and view it in a playful, childlike, magical way. This made me fill up with such the greatest sense of worth, joy, and fulfillment, and freedom from boredom, which is an actual sin placed here by the devil in order to block starseeds and fairies from unlimited happiness and fulfillment, and what I'm actually working hand in hand with God and the fairy kingdom to completely eradicate from our planet altogether. So, in order to help you break out of your shell, your comfort zone, and experience something totally out there, somewhat otherworldly, interesting, and downright brilliant, in my opinion, I am willing to share with anyone who is receptive the same ability for a free 7-day challenge course that I will very soon be implementing into my Magic Etsy shop, where you will have to pay for it then. And yes, there are no gimmicks involved whatsoever, as every starseed who stays true to themselves as much as they possibly can, seeking something greater than what's offered in this boring place, is deserving of at least this. And then we can go from there. Energy healing is fun, but that's business and gets old when you're only using it to heal people and can even ironically become selfish, damaging, and enslaving over time if you're only using your magic for those purposes only. So, if you'd like this ability to practice drawing, conjuring, or even writing things in your actual mind's eye, then simply say yes right now so that my etheric, magical fairy team can transfer this to your consciousness right away, which you will feel once it's been received. At the end of this 7-day journey, which is when it will begin to wear off, which you will also gradually feel as well to give you a heads up beforehand, maybe think about journaling your experience so that you may have an even better understanding of what occurred, to use it in any way that you can in the future, to celebrate what you've achieved, or to just document your experience to anchor in the fact that you did something that you're very proud of. Just consider this to be a small dosage of the inheritance due to be bestowed upon us by God, the universe, and the fairy kingdom until the full thing finally arrives. By the end, you will have gifted yourself with newfound clarity, strength, a charge of magic in your body for several days, a huge high from the fun, optimism, a huge spark of inner youth, and even more. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check the description for info on my services and offers. Like and subscribe if you like future content from me. And have fun playing around this Lionsgate Portal season, kids. Bye.